What is No Excuses November? How one school pursued inclusive education, and a Colorado parent's plea for inclusion. All of this and more on the video edition of the Weeklyish. Hey y'all, my name is Tim Villegas. Are you tired of all the excuses for why schools can't implement inclusive education? Me too. And so is Dr. Jenna Rufo, author of Reimagining Special Education and a recent guest on the Think Inclusive podcast. This month, she is tweeting out common excuses for avoiding inclusive education, along with a rebuttal. Get ready for No Excuses November starting tomorrow. Each day, I will be posting a common excuse for avoiding inclusion, along with a rebuttal. The time is now for inclusion. Image description. This cartoon shows 8 panels of the same person saying each of the following statements. We tried that before. I agree philosophically, but it costs too much. Our system is too big. Our system is too small. What we do now is just fine. I'm sure it works well in other places, but not here. It's against my religion. And it's not within my authority. The tagline under the cartoon reads, Exclusion plus excuses equals exclusives. Common reasons for avoiding inclusive education. Here is one of my favorites of the series, responding to the excuse of what could that student possibly get out of fill in the blank, chemistry, Romeo and Juliet, algebra, etc. Image description. A blue ocean background. Text reads, what do we expect any student to get out of our curriculum? How many students take chemistry but never become chemists? How many read poetry but don't pursue writing as a career? How many children take art classes never to sculpt again once they leave school? Does this mean that their education was wasted? Of course not. We value participation in these subjects because it cultivates critical thinking, problem solving, and collaboration. Students with disabilities deserve these opportunities as well. Yet, they must prove that they are worthy of learning a rich and challenging curriculum when no one else is held to that same standard. Make sure to follow along with her tweets through the end of November. Caliber Changemakers Academy, a charter school in Vallejo, California, adopted a no excuses attitude and implemented changes to a more inclusive model for teaching and learning. According to teacher Kimberly Berry, writing in EdSource.org, in 2019, the school began intentionally organizing staff and money toward inclusion, and they did so without spending more than similar public schools do that don't focus on inclusion. She reports 3 steps that were important for her school to adopt inclusive practices. Number 1, special education teachers each served a co-teacher to 2 general education teachers, sharing the responsibility for classroom instruction. Number 2, professional learning around inclusion was prioritized for all teachers, not just special education staff. And collaboration time was scheduled for general and special education teachers to plan engaging, differentiated instruction for all students. Number 3, the school prioritized hiring experienced social emotional learning and mental health professionals, so special education teachers could narrow their focus to supporting instruction in classrooms. To learn more, check out the article from EdSource. In an opinion article published in the Colorado Sun, Lloyd Lewis, the president and CEO of ARC Thrift Stores, writes, children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities should be included in all aspects of society, and that he's tired of the excuses as to why inclusive education isn't the national expectation. He goes on, the fact is that the specifics of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act have remained essentially unchanged for more than 3 decades. Segregation of children with intellectual and developmental disabilities in the classroom remain a major issue for our country and in Colorado. Most children with these disabilities in our state are taught in segregated classrooms. He references his 17-year-old son with Down syndrome, who is taught in general education classrooms, and has benefited from kind teachers, supportive staff, as well as his peers who have benefited from his unique contributions. Mr. Lewis brings up a great point about investing in teacher training and accountability. It is great if we expect more inclusive schools, but what good will it do if there are no clear consequences for schools that don't? Check out the article in the Colorado Sun. That's it for the video edition of the Weeklyish. I'm Tim Villegas. Giving Tuesday is right around the corner, so look out for a special message just after the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States. For more, subscribe to the Weeklyish, the newsletter for inclusionists, at weeklyish.substack.com. Want even more? Visit thinkinclusive.us, the official blog of MCIE. Please comment, like, and/or subscribe. Thanks for your time and attention, and remember, inclusion always works.